Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. So, as you can see by the title below, we're painting an 18-wheeler. You might be questioning or wondering, why is Yost painting a semi-truck? Well, Yost's family is pretty big into semi-trucks. So both of my grandparents owned semi-trucks their entire life. My stepdad owned semi-truck his entire life. And two of my uncles have owned semi-trucks their entire life. Yeah, so it's kind of a family affair. My little cousin, of course, followed along in his dad's footsteps, owns and drives a semi-truck. He's an owner-operator. So this is his personal truck that he's had for about 2 years now. When he bought the truck, it was red, white, yellow, green, and had a red sleeper on the back. So he wanted to change that. He knew that when I was growing up, I went to paint and body school. So he asked me to help him along the way. And of course, I was like, okay, cool. I'll just do a time lapse or something cool to make a video of this. Because most people don't ever get to see the process of painting a semi and how awkward it actually is. Just to give you context, the semi is a 1988 Peterbilt. It has a Cat 550 engine under the hood. The motor makes somewhere around, I think 700 to 800 horsepower. It makes like 1,600 foot-pounds of torque. The frame on this truck is extended by 4 feet. My cousin hauls long loads, the wide loads, the semis you guys see in the way when they're hauling big tractors where they have to have a car following in back or in front of it. That's what he does. So if you see the truck on the road, honk at him. You'll be able to notice it after this video. The fenders are blue. And they're staying blue because it's the same color as the frame. They'll probably get changed later. And you'll see that the sleeper is removed back because the sleeper in the video that's sitting on the frame rails is only, I think, 55 inches or 60 inches deep. And he has a new sleeper for it to make it more comfortable for him on long trips. That is 80 inches. So he can put a full-size bed and everything in there with a microwave and everything like that. So basically now I'm just going to throw you guys on the time lapse, play some background music. You guys can see about 35 minutes of footage that I'm going to time lapse down into hopefully maybe 3 to 4 minutes of me entirely doing 2 coats of paint on a hood and cab of a ginormous 18-wheeler. Like I said, context, the truck is around 12 and a half, 13 feet tall, and you open the hood is about 7 and a half, 8 feet tall. So it's not something little. You'll see that I needed a ladder, and hope you guys enjoy and get some good laughs at me stumbling around a semi-truck painting it. All right, so now that we're done painting a semi-truck, I'll give you a little more context. When I started the time lapse, I had already worked on the truck for 2 days. It was already in primer. We primed it the day before. If you are anywhere up in Pennsylvania right now, you know that the weather is in the 20s every day. So we had 2 ginormous heaters in the shop. We had the shop around 72 to 75 degrees, depending. The shop was not airtight, so there was some dust in the paint, everything like that. The truck has cured for about 24 hours now. I can throw some pictures in here in this video at the end of what the truck looks like now when we pulled it out of the shop. But we still have to change the sleeper and we still have to paint that. But I just wanted to make a little video real quick on basically painting an 18-wheeler. Like I said, there's very few videos I've ever seen of people actually painting them. And it was a great learning experience for me. The Rustoleum paint and the Rustoleum primer laid out really well. I used a Harbor Freight HVLP gun. Once I got a regulator on it and got everything adjusted how I wanted it, it actually sprayed out really well. The truck has, I don't know how many lights it has to go back on it. The stacks have to go back on it. The breathers have to go back on it. And all of that stuff has to get polished and cleaned for the final look. I probably will do an update video when it's all done and painted, just to show you what it looks like. But to make all that into one video would be forever and take probably a couple of months because he still drives this thing every day, making money, taking loads. So it might not happen overnight, but sooner or later it will be complete. And I'll give you guys an update video on it when that happens. But hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, thank you for tuning in. And until the next one, you guys are the greatest.